Here now is Stratton Leopold, owner and operator of Leopold's Ice Cream in Savannah, Georgia, and a close friend of Jimmy Carter. Thank you so much for giving us your time this morning. So glad to have you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Of course, of course. Tell our audience how you first met President Carter.
About 10, 15 years ago, it had been on our bucket list to attend Sunday school. So I asked a friend, Jill Stuckey, who lives in Plains and knows the Carters, what about it? And she said, well, it's every Sunday. So I said, we'll get up early one morning and drive to Plains. And she said, come the night before. She had a B&B. And we'll go to church the next morning. I said, fine. Little did I know that first time that coming the night before on Saturday meant dinner with President and Mrs. Carter. So unbeknownst to us, we were sitting right across from the Carters. So this continued many times going to Sunday school. And what a wonderful, just generous, kind couple, a kind man, just an incredible man. As the years went by, we got to know them better and talk about various things about his career in the Navy. And I have an alternate career in film production. So there's a movie I'm producing entitled Charlie Two Shoes. So we knew, we being the writer and I, knew that President Carter, as a young lieutenant, had been in China at the time of this book, when the book was written, when it started. So I started talking about China, and he looked at me and said, I was there. And I said, I know you were there, President Carter. So we then ultimately asked him if we could film him for a sizzle reel for the film, which he agreed to. It was just an amazing experience. Then, as we approached our centennial year here at the ice cream business, I asked if he could possibly write the foreword to our book, which is right here, which he did, and incredibly characterized us to his experience in the peanut business. I mean, it was just an incredible giving man that we all sorely miss.
You have some amazing stories and personal encounters with him, and over the years you've shared a lot in common, including ice cream. What was his favorite?
His favorite was butter pecan. We sent it by the tubful, and I have a wonderful photograph of his dog with his head in the empty tub, licking what was left. No, just incredibly kind man. One Easter, I'm Greek Orthodox, so our Easter doesn't always coincide with Western Easter. One year it did, and my wife Mary happened to be in Los Angeles, and I told her I was going to Plains for Easter. So she sent me a homily written by St. John Chrysostom and said, show it to President Carter at dinner, and maybe he'd like to read it in church. So I did show it to him at dinner. He liked it, and he looked at me and said, why don't I introduce you in church and you read it? Which I did. It was an incredible honor, and just exemplary of what a giving man he was, just a kind man, a kind, honest man.
Wow, what a story. As you look back, Stratton, at his life and legacy, what do you think stands out the most? What would he most want to be remembered for?
Honesty and giving.
That's pretty important, special stuff. Personally, what impact did he have on your life?
Well, it's just I've met a couple of presidents, and to have a former president who is so down to earth, so approachable, just an amazing individual. I can't say enough things about him. Just an amazing man, just a very humble man, which brings out the humility in everyone and the giving in everyone.
Well, thank you for sharing your personal experience with us. Stratton Leopold, we appreciate your time, sir, this week especially. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.